Here we go. Use the quadratic formula. Quadratic formula is provided for us over here on the right. And all we need to know is what the A, the B, and the C are, and we're going to plug them right in. We'll plug them in here, 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 and here. And then it's calculator work. This is quadratic. How do I know it's quadratic?
The x is squared.
I have a square. And it's already equal to 0. So I'm ready to identify my A, my B, and my C, and then I can plug them in. All right, what is my A for this problem?
1.
1. Okay, it's the coefficient of the squared part. There's nothing written there, so I know it's a 1. A is 1. What is my B for this problem?
14.
14, positive 14. And what is my C?
58.
58, a positive 58. Here's my C, here's my B, here's my A, and I'm ready to plug them in. Before I plug in, what do I always use?
Parentheses.
Parentheses. All right. The opposite of B plus or minus the square root of B squared minus 4AC all over 2A. Now I'm ready to plug in. Okay, B goes right there, which is 14. B goes right there, which is 14. A goes right there, which is 1. And C goes right there, which is 58. All over 2A, which goes right there, which is 1. Okay, so I plugged in my three numbers, my A, my B, and my C. All right, now it's calculator time. Let's simplify this as much as possible. The opposite of 14, that's negative 14, plus or minus square root of, it's 14 squared. $196 minus 4 times 1 times 58. It's 232. All over 2 times 1, which is 2. All right, we're going to simplify it a little more by looking inside that radical. You see inside the radical, I have 196 minus 232. So negative 14 plus or minus square root of 196 minus 232. It gives me a negative 36. All right, LB, what do you know about that? I have a negative in the radical. What's my answer going to be?
You don't have an I.
That's right. It'll be imaginary. All right, so I can reduce, I can simplify, reduce, simplify the square root of negative 36. Let me come over to the side to do it. I'll come over here. Say it.
Negative I?
It is 6i.
Oh.
6i. So I have the square root of negative 36. I'll split that up into the square root of 36 times the square root of negative 1. Square root of 36 is 6, and square root of negative 1 by definition is I, called the imaginary unit. X equals negative 14 plus or minus 6i all over 2. Okay, so are we done?
No.
Do you divide the 2 and the 14?
That's right, okay? You realize that 14, 6, and 2 will all reduce. So the best way that I like to do, the way I like to do it is split it up into two fractions and reduce my two fractions. So my first fraction is going to be negative 14 over 2 plus or minus 6i over 2. Split it up into two fractions, and now you can tell that 2 and 14 will reduce. 2 goes into here once and into here 7 times. So that's negative 7 over 1, which is just negative 7. Plus or minus, and then you can tell that the 6 and the 2 will reduce. 2 goes into here once, 2 goes into here 3 times. So plus or minus what?
3i.
3i. And that's it. All right, so you may see the answer like this. You may see it split up into your two numbers, negative 7 plus 3i, negative 7 minus 3i. Put that one on your refrigerator.